Jordan, thank you. With his perspective on the first night of the Republican National Convention, Ryan Saltzman, assistant professor in political science and criminal justice with the department at NKU, is breaking everything down. And we're going to bring Kara in just a bit. She obviously saw everything firsthand in Cleveland. But my reaction to everything last night was first and foremost the dump Trump initiative, followed by Melania Trump's speech. Break it down. What'd you think?
Well, you know, there's a lot of excitement early in the day with the Dump Trump movement. The people that were there on the floor that I've spoken to, they, of course, want to make it out to seem like it really wasn't a very big deal, that the individuals who were trying to change the rules, as it were yelling really, really loud, but there really were not many of them. But nonetheless, what this does signal to us is that this will be a persistent theme throughout the week. I don't think this is any surprise to anyone, but the establishment, the party itself, is definitely stepping in and saying, you know, we're not going to give an inch, much less a mile, to this movement that's happening. But I think the speakers throughout the day were really interesting. The themes of Make America Blank are going to probably resonate and build one on top of another. And so I think that the people that were there were very excited. And I think it's important to bear in mind that when our founders created this country, this is kind of what they had in mind. I don't think it was this version per se, but it was this idea that we come together, those of us who believe certain things, and we have an opportunity to really coalesce around those ideas and project them forward, and that's absolutely what's happening.
All right, so Melania Trump's speech, catching some flack from some people this morning. What do you have to say about that?
Well,
when comparing with the First Lady's speech at the Democratic National Convention back in 2008?
Definitely very similar, and I think it's probably the cadence that is the most similar. The ideas are ideas that have been put forward by so many people making so many speeches. It's the actual wording that appears too similar for people's comfort. But saying that there's values related to hard work, values related to family, imparting those things to us, that's something that's very universal. But I think the cadence of it, the word selection, is what's just a little too close for comfort. But I'll be honest, when it comes to Melania's speech, I think there was a real missed opportunity there for her to focus in more on the fact that she is a legal immigrant, not an illegal immigrant, which is what it had been the conversation throughout the day. And I think that that is kind of a missed opportunity by the Trump campaign there.
All right, well, the lady at the center of it all for us here at Fox 19 is Fox 19 Now's Kara Sewell, who's going to join us from Cleveland. And Kara, you've seen your fair share being there.
That's right. And Ryan, I think one of my big questions, you and I have talked many times this political season about the differences in Donald Trump. Did we see a different Donald Trump last night? Is this convention any different, or is it much like ones in the past?
We definitely saw a similar Donald Trump. I think that the convention is already starting out to be kind of different in that regard. The fact that he came out was very unique. The people that I've talked to in Cleveland were really excited by the fact that he came out early, but it's definitely different. But what we know about Donald Trump is it's all about him. And yesterday really exhibited that in a continued manner, that it was all about him, including coming out to We Are the Champions.
All right, Kara, thank you so much. Kara's going to be live for us all week long, of course, in Cleveland, covering the GOP National Convention. Ryan, thank you so much. We love the perspective, and we'll have you back.
I'll be back on Friday to give a wrap-up.
Sounds good. All right, so new at 8 o'clock, we're grilling up some great burgers for Cincinnati Burger Week. And Frank and Catherine are tracking a warm